Hello students and welcome. Today we'll be discussing point of view. Our learning target for today is comparing narrators and their thoughts and feelings about what happens that will help you to develop a deeper understanding of story characters and events. In stories, the narrator is the person who tells the story. The narrator always has a point of view or how he or she thinks or feels about story events. We can go ahead and dive on through to our PowerPoint based on point of view. So what is point of view? Every story that you read is told from a certain point of view, which helps the readers experience the story through a certain character's eyes, or helps the readers understand the story and the characters better as they read. Point of view is the perspective from which a story is told. In other words, is whose eyes and ears that you're seeing and hearing the story through. Point of view shows the readers the thoughts, feelings, and position of characters in the story. Helps the readers see the stories from an outside perspective, descriptively explaining the events of the story's plot from beginning to end. It also tells the readers who they are listening to when they read a story, whose heads that they are in, and whose eyes they are watching the story through. In this lesson, we will be discussing 3 types of point of view: first person point of view, second person point of view, third person point of view. What is first person point of view? In first person point of view, one of the characters is narrating what's happening in the story to the reader. A first person's narrator will also share their own thoughts and feelings with the reader as they tell the story. First person narrators always refer to themselves as I, me, we, or us throughout the story. For example, so I turned and started walking north of Hector, right down the middle of the street, right down the invisible chalk line that divided east end from west end. Cars beeped at me, drivers hollered, but I never flinched. The Cobras kept right along with me on their side of the street. So did a bunch of East Enders on their side. One of them was Mars Bar. Both sides were calling for me to come over. Maniac McGee. What is second person point of view? In second person point of view, the writer puts you into the story or text. In second person point of view, the narrator always refers to the main character as you or your. For example, remember, any tool that you can use against any enemy may also be used against you. Therefore, it is highly recommended that you build a course with your clan to practice keeping your wits about you when something is trying to set you off course. The Ninja Handbook. What is third person point of view? In third person point of view, the narrator is watching the characters from an outside perspective like a ghost and telling the reader what's happening. It's almost as if the narrator is watching the story from a distance and the characters aren't aware. In third person point of view, the narrator always refers to the characters by their names or the pronouns he, she, they, it, or them. For example, the Scarecrow found a tree full of apples and filled Dorothy's baskets with them, so that she would be hungry for a long time. She thought this was very kind and thoughtful of the Scarecrow, but laughed at the awkward way in which he picked up the apples. The Wizard of Oz. So what is point of view? And there you have it. That's the end to our presentation for today on point of view. I will see you soon.